Welcome back to the show. Family caregiving expert Stephanie Erickson back for a Wellness Wednesday and talking about one of my favorite subjects in the world. You know this, and that's volunteering. So how would you define volunteering, Stephanie?
Giving of yourself to somebody else, doing something in service of the community. But I'm actually going to talk about some other benefits for ourselves. Okay,
and we're going to flip it today,
right?
Because I think when people think volunteering, sometimes they're a little overwhelmed with the fact, oh, you know what, I don't have time. You've got some great solutions for that.
Yeah, and I think that is one of the barriers, is people feel like, well, I have to join an organization, I have to give, 30 hours a year, and I just don't have the time. But volunteering can be actually smaller than that.
Right.
So, for example, you have a neighbor who lives on your street who has mobility problems. How about getting her mail every day?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, and that makes a big difference in someone's life, right?
Absolutely. Or, for example, a little while ago, we had some flooding several weeks ago, and people came out for that acute event and filled sandbags. That's another way to volunteer, but you're not committing to an organization in a bunch of time.
And in an example like this, right, it brings communities together, and it's amazing
100%.
In today's day and age. Sometimes we don't even know our neighbors, and you look at a tragic situation. What did that do? That brought these neighbors together.
Absolutely,
right?
Absolutely, and you feel good about yourself at the same time. So in this article on Health Guide, we're talking about some benefits of volunteering, but I want to actually focus on flipping it.
Okay.
And how volunteering can actually advance your career.
That's interesting.
Okay, so
yeah,
now,
a lot of business people should think about this because it makes a big difference for them.
And students as well. So a lot of people think, well, if I volunteer, I shouldn't be getting something for myself. It should be about somebody else, but it actually doesn't have to be that way. So let's say, for example, I want to become a nurse, okay? So do I want to work with kids or seniors? Well, maybe I volunteer for 6 months while I'm in school at a nursing home doing activities for seniors.
Right.
I'm building skills, I can put it on my CV, I'm understanding myself and my career, but I'm also helping somebody else.
And it's using your passion to find something that's a great fit for you. Also, another idea is using your skills. Right?
That's right.
We have to think about what skills we have that best suits us for volunteering.
Exactly, and you do that really well. But first, I'm going to go to your colleague, Catherine Verdun-Diamond.
There she is.
She's a great volunteer. She volunteers to be an MC for charity galas. And you, my friend Derek, you do the same thing. I've seen you MC events as well and fundraisers, and it's a great thing to do. So let's say you're a plumber. How about doing some plumbing for a foster home? Or you're a website developer? Build a website for a nonprofit agency.
Very simple solutions.
Yeah.
So, and I want to talk about, too, the mental health benefits of volunteering. Maybe you can touch on that. Yeah,
well, I think, especially when we go with our passion, we can get a lot of our own benefits, right? And for me, my passion is pet therapy, okay? So what I do is I bring my dog to do some pet therapy, and I feel so good about myself, and I'm with animals. I feel great, and if I have any anxiety or depression, it's better.
And I think getting your family involved as well, right? Because you want to pass the torch to that next generation. Because, let's be honest, the largest demographic of volunteers is an older generation, right?
Absolutely, yeah. And we should be doing it as a family, maybe committing to, 5 hours a year as a family even.
Stephanie, always a pleasure. Thanks so much, and we'll see you back very soon, I hope. As a matter of fact, you're going to stick around. We've got a chat coming up. We're going to talk about this cool temperatures we've been having. Will that continue throughout the summer? We'll talk about that coming up.